I never went for a computer science degree, and honestly, that's one of the best decisions I've ever made. But it's not because I didn't want to. I actually thought that I needed one. I remember sitting at my desk in my first tech job, asking my manager if I should go for computer science as my bachelor's degree. He looked at me and said something that completely changed my mindset. I'll tell you what that is in a second, but first, if you've ever wondered if you need a degree to be in tech, this video is for you. So hi, if you're new, my name is Zazo. I've been working in tech for 8 years at this point. I became a software engineer without a degree. So I'm gonna tell you kind of what led to that, and do I still think that it's worth getting a computer science degree? Let's get into it. So this is the thing. Most of us grow up thinking that the path is very linear and very simple, right? High school, college, computer science, automatically get a tech job. That's what everyone says online, right? But the more I looked into it, the more I realized something just didn't add up. I'd see years, and I still see to this day, people with a bunch of classroom experience still struggling to get hired for their first tech job, while I see others with no degree being able to ship products, and they're just building startups out of nowhere. It made me ask myself, what really matters in tech? Is it a degree, or is it what I can actually do and build? So I'm gonna go back to that conversation that I had with my manager. At this time, I was a software quality assurance engineer, and I've been working in the role for about a year at this point. And it was actually during my performance evaluation where we had this talk, and I was really in the middle of contemplating whether I should get my bachelor's in computer science or pursue something else. At this time, I had just got my associate's degree, and I was trying to transfer to a university. I asked my manager, since he went to school for computer science a while ago and got his degree, I asked him flat out, should I go back to school for computer science? His answer was so shocking. He didn't even hesitate, and he said, if you want to be great, learn by doing. You'll learn more solving real problems than sitting in a lecture hall. Now, this was kind of crazy coming from somebody that at that time, I believe he had a master's in computer science. And at first, I really didn't believe him. I was waiting for the, haha, just kidding, and then him going on to some big old speech about how I should get my degree. But in a few more months, I started to see what he actually meant. I was learning every day by breaking things, fixing bugs, building different features, testing different features, automating different tests, and really just asking questions nonstop to more experienced devs and testers at that point. And that's when something clicked. I was already getting the education that I thought I needed school for. So here's the crazy part about all of this. When you learn on the job, your feedback is instant. So you build something, it breaks, you fix it, it works. That's the real feedback loop that makes you a better engineer. And you just can't get that from multiple choice exams or reading about computer theory and all of these different things. You want to know how I learned about databases? It's because I crashed one. How did I learn about APIs? Because I made bad ones. And debugging by, at that time, it was Stack Overflow. Break something, don't know what's going on, go on Stack Overflow and literally just go and read for different solutions, try them, see if they work, either break it more or fix it. The crazy thing is sometimes I would even have dreams about a solution to a problem, and the next day I would be so excited to get to work and actually implement what I thought was the solution and work from there. It was really a crazy and eye-opening, and that's the kind of learning that a degree just can't teach. Skipping computer science didn't limit me. It forced me to just learn differently. I learned how to think like a problem solver rather than just reading a paragraph or doing a couple things and then regurgitating those answers on a test. See, the one thing about it is when you don't have a degree, you tend to develop more grit. You figure things out, you Google better, you ask better questions. And that's what employers actually value. People who can get things done. I realized that being a good engineer isn't about memorizing algorithms. It's about creating solutions that work in the real world. Now, don't get me wrong, computer science degree is great if you really want it, but don't get it twisted. It is not a golden ticket. The truth is, tech is changing very fast, and even CS grads have to keep up with constant learning. Whether you're self-taught, boot camp trained, or you have a PhD, the ones who win are the ones that are able to adapt. Because at the end of the day, tech does not care about your credentials, it cares about your impact. I'm not saying this to bash on any computer science grads or anybody in school. So what I recommend to you is that even though you're going for your computer science degree, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you're putting time into actually honing in on your craft, developing things, side projects, features, shipping different things, and really try to go hard as well as doing your computer science. So there you have it. I never went to school for a computer science degree, and I'm glad I didn't. That decision forced me to fail, grow, ways that no textbook could ever have taught me. If you're on the fence about if you need a degree, don't let that stop you. Start learning, start building, because that's how you can turn your curiosity into a career. All right, this is the end of the video. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll see y'all in the next one.